Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, otherwise known as 𝓿𝓮𝓷𝓽𝓲, and in today's episode of VENTIMAXXING, we will be testing out all of the refinements of Venti's brand new signature weapon. Yay! You watched me wish for 5 copies of the Daybreak Chronicles, and now it is time to see how those refinements look in action. We're starting here with R1, and not a really fully optimized support team, but that extra copy of 𝓿𝓮𝓷𝓽𝓲's signature weapon is on Bennett, so that Venti can get a cute little extra attack buff. And I heard that this capybara has a lot of HP, so we're going to measure how much damage we can do in one phase with each refinement. Please do forgive any of my rotation errors. Actually, shortly after filming this clip, a very kind subscriber let me know that my Mona is actually holding the wrong weapon. So once we get to the support perfecting episode of VENTIMAXXING, I will relearn how to lay down all of the bursts before my Pookie hits the field. And we're starting off pretty strong here with R1. We're hitting at an average of 23k per normal attack, and that is certainly satisfying to see. And after one phase of spinning the capybara around in the sky, it looks like we took out about a third of his HP, and then, that happened. So it is time to take this weapon up to R2. Since we're running a Hexarray buff with Mona on the team, the biggest thing to note as we refine to R2 is that all of Venti's damage will go from a 20% to a 25% damage bonus. By the way, I'm intentionally not using 𝓿𝓮 as our Hexarray support for this part of the testing because I really want to focus on Venti's Anemo damage and relying on his own Constellation resistance shred abilities. But 𝓿𝓮 will be in all of the remaining tests after this, so I'm sure all of these numbers will get even bigger very soon. It is only a 5% damage increase in this team, but we actually can still see that the normal attacks are averaging a little bit higher. It's more like 24 to 25k. And that brings us to around the same result of 1/3 of the HP bar deleted before the capybara sends Venti back to Celestia, but that's okay because we're going to be back with R3 in just a second. And R3 is going to take us to a 30% all damage increase, so we're at a full 10% higher than R1 at this point. And I don't know what happened, but the crits decided to start critting this time around, so there are some 90k normal attacks popping up, but I think the average normal attack is now somewhere between 32 and 35k, which is awesome. And that landed us at taking out just below half of the capybara's HP before it decided to crit us back. So it's time for R4. That's another 5% increase, so we are at plus 35% damage bonus now. I non-ironically still have not beat this capybara at this point, but I can feel success getting closer and closer. I'm peeping 40k normal attacks, and the yellow margins on the HP bar are much more prominent. The crits didn't want to crit as much as before, but 𝓿𝓮𝓷𝓽𝓲 is the one that took the fall for it. I think it's time to finally get to R5. Did I tell you guys that someone replied to a comment of mine on Instagram? Like, oh, I guess you won't have C6 R5 Venti anymore because he's getting a new best in slot weapon. LOL, sucks to suck. And I was like, you must have me confused for someone else. Like, do you think I could walk this earth without giving Venti whatever he wants whenever he wants it? No, you're talking to the wrong person. Anyway. Here is R5 and giving Hexarray active Venti a 40% damage bonus. At this point, I'm seeing that Venti's C1 extra arrows are actually doing the damage that his regular arrows were doing at R1. And a lot of his normal attacks are hitting 80k per main shot, which is crazy. And now that I've repeated this fight so many times, I actually managed to survive for just long enough to keep going, and this happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. I beat him, and that was my first time ever beating him. And with that, I was convinced that I am unstoppable, with Daybreak Chronicles being at R5, so it's time to take it out for a few more test runs. One thing about maining a DPS Venti with all of his different best in slot weapons over the years is that I had to learn which bow was best for which scenarios. There wasn't really one bow to rule them all, and it mostly came down to playstyle preference, whether a Venti main went with Polar Star or Great Magic or Skyward Harp, etc. But as you can see here, that seems to have changed overnight. Now that this bow is a few weeks old, I can confirm that it works amazingly with all the fancy crowd control stuff that Venti has always been known for, and single targets just get to feel all that damage all at once. And when we add 𝓿𝓮𝓷𝓽𝓲𝓷𝓰 into the mix with his additional res shred abilities, it's just absolute chaos with the numbers. I've seen speculation that Venti is going to be a great support for Varka, assuming he's going to be a Hexarray DPS. And having Venti's constellations that buff whichever Animo unit is on field means that his bow is definitely going to be pretty versatile, even when Venti is taking up a sub DPS role. And now, as I step into the Spiral Abyss for the first time since I made my Building Wriothesley video, I'm going to answer the question that maybe one or two of you might still have after watching probably every single YouTube video that you can find about this bow. Are the refinements worth it? My honest answer is that for someone like me, who is a tried and true 5-year DPS Venti main who has been forced to drink copious amounts of copium just to hit 25k by tapping his E skill, yes, every refinement is absolutely worth it. But if you just like Venti a lot or you want him to be strong on your account, not only do you not need refinements of this bow, but you don't really need this bow at all. I will take this chance to remind you that the Daybreak Chronicles is indeed his new best in slot at R1, but according to the calculations, that's still only like 7% more damage than his next best 5-star bow. And also, if you look, the users with the highest support build damage on Akasha have their Ventis holding a stringless, which is a 4-star. Truly, the best thing you can do for your Ventis damage is the little witch's homework quest, and then, you know, build your official or lose a 50-50 and get Mona. And if you want your Venti to mainly function as a Varka, Wanderer, or Zhao support, just go for his cons first, and then you can just give him a cute little EM bow, or whatever you have on your account. Don't get me wrong, this bow is awesome, as you can see throughout this entire video, but I just want to remind you, you do not need it, so don't panic.
A few moments later.
All right, what do we got? Character elemental skill damage plus 20. Let's do that. Oh god, I just wish I had energy. Wouldn't it be nice to just have energy? Anyway, here's floor 12, chamber 3. Excuse me while I try and farm for energy here real quick. Oh god, Bobik, no! Bobik, please!
Story has only just...
Help.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
It sure would be. Help. Okay.
Stand back!
We're cooking.
Have fun with... Think you
Help.
can get away? Brace yourself.
Oh my god, Bobik, no, please! Don't you recognize me, Bobik?
Watch out! Turning point in...
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't crit on that elemental skill. That's alright, that's alright.
Yahoo!
Wait!
Here's the
How
story.
true indeed.
Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Help, help, help.
Story has only just begun!
Time for takeoff.
Oh god. Wait, am I supposed to be melting it now? Oh my gosh, I don't know how this part works actually. I forgot. Am I supposed to be hitting it with pyro now? Like,
Brace yourself.
yes? Okay. Yes, pyro is what breaks that. Okay. Because I know pyro is also the thing that like builds that up. So I'm like, wait, is it the opposite of pyro now, or is it supposed to be pyro? It's fine, it's fine.
Leave it to me! Turning
Oh my gosh, I think we're almost done.
Think you can
Almost
get away?
done? He doesn't restore health, does he? Ow! Don't hit my baby. Bobik, please, please!
One eternity later.
Yay! That is awesome! We did it! Venti, we did it! Oh my goodness. I cannot believe this. Let me look at my profile right now and see what it says. Oh my gosh. 35 stars in the Spiral Abyss. This has never happened in the 5 years that I've been playing this game. I've never been able to get 35 stars. My previous record was 32 stars. I just need to optimize my second half team for floor 12 and I am literally so good to go. That is so exciting for me. Yay! A commemorative photo. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my cozy mischief. Let me know whose signature weapon you'd risk it all for in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody!